they want to do. Get him open looks early.
James, outside. Pass to Roy. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's McGrady. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And so here's Portland. Toronto making their last shot. McGrady, good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Pass to Roy. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pulls up on the wing. Portland with a rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
From deep, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
To the middle. Here's Roy. No points so far. Good on the shot.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Wow, the athleticism on full display there.
Man, just incredible hang time. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Manuel Quickley is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Pass to Roy. The three ball. Misses another, just 1 of 4 from the floor. And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
Timeout. And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Raptors with a lead.
Ball coming.
James deciding where to go with it. Here's Valanciunas. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, this is where Valanciunas looks to score. He's so good at using his size to his advantage.
Into the lane. Boom! He jams it straight down.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Roy can't get it to go.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Allen on the wing. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Let's go.
Oh, the length of Allen is exceptional, helping him reach past the defense and jamming it home.
James, outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Portland leading. Inside. Allen can't get it to go. It's James with the drive. Out to DiVincenzo. To the wing on the left. James, outside. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got 11 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
McGrady. Some solid defense from James. Now DiVincenzo. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's McGrady. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed windmill jam. Wow. And so it's LeBron James. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Here's Sabonis. Portland making their last shot. And Sabonis slams it in.
Oh, the guy is a monster around the rim. Now, if Sabonis is in close, he's going right for it.
Now here's Holmgren. He's got 5. The kick out to Wiggins. Back to Holmgren. From deep. Rebound Toronto.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And Sabonis slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
And it's Holmgren missing. Raptors lead by 7. Here's Risacher. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Up top, Dick. Pass to Sabonis.
Who's watching him? Hey, we need a shot. We need a shot.
From 15 feet away. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
Shots good by Carrington.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Holmgren. The 3 is up. The shot, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
It's deflected. Ball stolen. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. The 3 from Risacher. Portland grabs the miss. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Grant.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Here's Sabonis. It's Barnes on the wing. Outside Dick. Clock at 6. Holmgren with the block.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And Portland has possession. 4-point game. To the right side. Five on the clock. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Sabonis. On the take. And Sabonis slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Now here's Holmgren. He's got 13.
Yeah, and many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Good on the second one.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and is getting them to the free throw line.
And that's an intentional foul. And some changes here for Portland. The Raptors with a lead. James outside. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. So it's Portland now. Here's McGrady. He's got 11. Launches a 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. And it's Toronto's ball. Here's Roy. Outside, DiVincenzo. James, outside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
Pass to McGrady. He takes it in. Back to Allen. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And James has got the ball here for the Raptors. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Sinks it from distance. Roy's got 5.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Toronto leading by 4. James outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's James. Valanciunas with it. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. Here's Roy. He's got 5. Back to James. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's McGrady. Yep, that one's good. 13 points in the game.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Pass to Valanciunas. Misses the three. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Raptors out in front, up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close. Close of a game we've seen so far. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. On offense, here come the Raptors. The lead is 2. And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
So it's Portland now, after the basket by Toronto.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
That's all you.
Here's Roy. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Driving to the basket.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And that one is hammered home.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Here's Roy. He's got 9. Sabonis. He can't hit that time. Blazers trail by 4. Pass to Gay.
Pick up your man.
4-3. Buries it from 3. Gay's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half, and look.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, that's just classic LeBron right there. He has a head of steam, onto the rim, and a strong finish. Woo!
Here's Holmgren. Holmgren's size beats the contact.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Who's got ball?
James, right side. The shot. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Pass to Holmgren. For the tie. Another 3 for Portland.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Roy. 9 points in the game.
Hey, right there.
Pass to Valanciunas. Up top, Barnes. Here's Roy. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. The offensive rebound.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Coach, when you talk to Ingram's teammates, they always bring up his remarkable work ethic.
Well, Brian, Brandon Ingram works hard. He loves the game. He wants to be great. He spends a lot of his free time studying the game instead of just hanging out and doing other things.
Now here's Valanciunas. Soft touch off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Down low. And the foul called on Harrison Barnes. That's his first foul of the game. Toronto on D. 4-point game. And Wallace, here we go. Count it. Wallace has got his first points of the night.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Pass to James.
Get him.
Now Valanciunas. Four seconds left. Out to James.
Get it.
Here's Roy. Six to shoot. Goes up again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Get ready to run.
Roy's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A minute 37 left in the third quarter.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. 1:24 left in the third. Outside Barnes.
I got yours.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Sabonis outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Sabonis has got 10 points.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's DiVincenzo. Portland making their last shot. Out to Sabonis. Pass to Dick. Sabonis outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Portland trailing here. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Portland shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's Holmgren. 21 points in the game. For the lead. Barnes with the rebound. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Carrington. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Holmgren with the block. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Toronto out in front, up 1. And coming up as soon. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
It's James on the wing. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
So often, LeBron in the lane results in a foul.
And he's good on the second.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Pass to Gay. To take the lead. Rebound, Toronto.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Man, an absolute terror driving inside. James dares defenders to get physical with him, and sometimes they have no choice.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Blazers trail by 4. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
Here's McGrady. There's a screen. Can't tie it up. That one misses. We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. Change, right side. And it's Kirilenko with a rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Now here's Holmgren. Wallace outside to tie it up. Fires in the triple. And this game is tied up now.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Picked by Sabonis. Shot clock at 5. Roy can't get it to go.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Right here.
Here's Kirilenko to take the lead. Gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Help.
Here's James. Sabonis outside. Hits the 3-pointer.
Look how confident Sabonis can be, acting without hesitation and getting it to go.
Pass to Holmgren.
Right here. I got him. Out.
From deep. LeBron with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Can't hit from in close.
Using his size to full advantage, he beats everyone to the ball.
Here's Kirilenko. Off target with the 3. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. Here's James.
Yo, baseline. Switch. Out.
Up and in on the layup.
Let's go dig in.
James has got 27 points.
Oh, easy to see why LeBron has the ball in these moments. He's dependable at coming through for his team.
Holmgren with it. 5 to shoot. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, as you know, as Holmgren adds weight and strength year after year, he just becomes a bigger problem for opponents.
And it's James with the jam. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
And it's Holmgren missing. And so James will bring it up for Toronto. They lead by 1. Pass to Roy. And so they foul intentionally. Here's James. Shot clock at 6. Oh, 2 vicious points from the King.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Here's McGrady. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. For 3, James knocks down the long J. James has got 34 points.
Well, this is what he does, a proven scorer in the clutch.
They set a pick. Here's McGrady. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. McGrady's got 23 points.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Knifing to the rim with such power. Watching LeBron on the attack is so much fun. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Out of bounds, it'll be Portland's ball. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Portland trailing here. Here's McGrady. "56 seconds left in the fourth. Count it!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
It's James on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And he drives in. And it's good.
Who else but LeBron could pull that off, keeping his cool and delivering in the clutch?
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Off the inbound. He connects! And tie game! Huge basket. Basket right there.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
And here's James. Let's go with a three. The three won't fall. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun.
Here we go.
And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? LeBron at full speed. And slam dunk by James.
That's been LeBron's attitude for years. Don't settle for a jumper when you can attack the basket.
Out to the right wing. From downtown. And again, it's Portland with a three.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. James goes in. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Who got a ball? Come around.
4 quarters, not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime now. Toronto trailing. It's going to be on LeBron James. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Here's McGrady. Out to Sabonis. For 3, James. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren off the bounce. Basket's good. Holmgren's got 29 points.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Here's Roy. Three-pointer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Hey, back door, back door.
From outside the arc, Holmgren with the long-range three.
Yeah, we saw the three-pointer from Holmgren in college, trying to carry that success here and now over into the league.
Here's Roy. And there's the drive. Yes!
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's McGrady. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Picked by Sabonis. Roy misses the jumper from the wing.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted. They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
Drains the triple. Here's McGrady. Goes up off the inbound.
That's what's up. Let's show them what we're all about.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
So it's Portland picking up the win.